I waxed my armpits and they're bleeding. That's what I get for trying to be a lady. Good morning! I think we're finally getting the hang of this YouTube thing. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good about myself. Like, I wake up and I'm like, cool, I got a vlog. It forces me to like put on makeup when I don't have to, even though I am not wearing makeup right now, but we're not gonna talk about that. But what I do really love about this is I am gaining more of like a confidence for myself to, I guess, like not really care about what anybody thinks. Like, obviously I care about what you guys think, but at the same time, I'm getting a lot more comfortable just being me. Like, in sweats, no makeup, just like how I live. Towels on the door, because like that's where they belong. Who keeps towels in their bathroom? If you do, I don't trust you. Thank you for, you know, giving me the space to be me. I appreciate that, because when I'm me, you get a better me. When I can focus on being me, the world gets a better me. But if I can't focus on being me, then the world gets like the worst version of me, and that sucks. Let's talk about what we have going on today. Tomorrow we have a photo shoot. I put together this beauty shoot. We're doing a 3-look shoot tomorrow, like a full day, 5-hour shoot for an agency that I do some work for on the side. So today, that means I have to like really dial in the shot list. Don't worry, y'all are coming with me tomorrow, but I really have to dial in the shot list and the deck. The deck is already done, but just making sure I have every single shot that I need to get. Let's go ahead and build the shot list together so I can kind of show you what my thought process is behind it and how I do it. When it comes to getting work done, I can't do it with my hair in my face. So we're gonna put it up. Okay, so I've narrowed down all of my inspo to what you're looking at. I know first and foremost, we have a 5-hour shoot, right? So we can easily get in about 3 looks. I'm overall aiming for 3 looks with 2 different light setups. Whenever I'm putting together a shoot, there are planes going above me right now. Whenever I'm putting together a shoot, the first thing I have to figure out is A, what is it for? What am I trying to achieve? What's the message that I'm trying to say? And B, what's the time that we have? So what is realistically achievable within the time frame that we have? Here's all my inspo. I originally had a lot more inspo and I narrowed it down to what you see here, because I think what a lot of people do is they'll have all of this inspo because they have all of these great ideas, but they won't be able to like narrow it down to one. Because realistically, everything that you're looking at that has a different lighting, different poses, different backgrounds. But if you gave this to a photographer, they'd say, hey, which one am I looking at? Like, which one are you looking to set up? First and foremost, I know you can tell we're really trying to emphasize that bold, classy lip. This is my primary image. So this would be like the hero shot of all shots that I want to make sure I don't leave without. So we'll go ahead and put that up here. I'm also gonna put her next to Homegirl because these were kind of like a pair when I pulled that inspo together. This also fits that dramatic, classy look, so we'll kind of go ahead and add that one in there as well. I also knew I wanted a wispy romantic look to kind of contrast the dramatic, powerful look. Something a little bit more romantic, a little bit softer. So I found these pieces of inspo with like these little wispies here, and then I'll drag her up here, put her to the side. So this would be overall like a second look. It's not hugely different from the first, so I know it'll be an easy transition from here to here. And after that, I wanted to do something that was a lot more chic and modern. We have things like this over here, really sleek hair with that bold lip, but also the lighting is a little bit different. Definitely gonna keep this here with my modern glam girlies. And then I think for her, I just really like this pose. When I was like stalking the model online, because I stalk every model before I shoot them, I wanna know what you're good at. I wanna know what your angles are. I wanna know what you can hit, what poses that are your go-to. Based on her jaw structure, her facial structure, what she currently hits within her portfolio, I thought this would be a really strong pose for her mixed with this look. So let's put it into a deck. So I'm gonna start by taking our 4 key photos for the first shot, and I'm gonna add them to the first page here. I'm using Canva. This is not a sponsored video from them. Obviously, if this was a bigger project for like a professional photo shoot or for a specific brand, then it would be different, but Canva is good for what we need. Overall, I want to guide how we're gonna get this done, right? So we have these specific poses, but what do they mean? How do they translate? Okay, so some things for sure I know I want in here are jaw structure. We're gonna do a frontal plus quarter angle. We're also gonna get a tight shot, focusing on makeup, right? So that's gonna be here, but we're also going to include some hand movements here to really frame the face. And I do want a over the shoulder shot so that way she can give me this whole angle here. I typically add some keywords for these things, so like anything to kind of help convey what sort of message we're speaking in through these photos. For these, I'm gonna do powerful, strong, fierce, maybe some side eye, bothered vibes. Essentially, this would be my first shot. I know what I'm aiming for. I would have a deck of supplementary poses if I really got stuck, but typically that doesn't happen. This is gonna be more of a romantic, soft, wispy look. I really want this to be tighter shots because we are doing the wispies, so the crop will be really up here, more commercial, kind of like, you know, Atonement, Keira Knightley vibes, Bridgerton vibes. We're gonna add a tight shot, some hand play. Some hand movements. So the lighting is going to stay the same on this one. We're not going to change the lighting at all. So for the third look, we're gonna aim for these guys here, this sleek back look, because this is where the lighting change starts. Again, I'm running through this very quickly for you. Typically this would take me a little bit more time, but I kind of planned it out for the sake of this video. If you have any additional questions, let me know, but it would take, you know, longer than 30 minutes to an hour to get this done. We're trying to mimic sunlight to make her look like she's outside, right? Because it's supposed to be like the end of summer, hurrah. It's like her last glowy look of the season. So mimic sunlight, but we're gonna have it coming up from bottom left or right, depending on, you know, what the studio is. But either way, it needs to kind of come at an angle to mimic being reflected off of water. So this is going to be more of like a very glowy, very contrasty. Like the lighting is going to be a little bit more punchy because we're going to make it look like sunlight. So we're going to run through a few different beauty poses for this specific light setup. So now that we have that in here, I think the last thing is just really to hit those smiles that I mentioned earlier. So for this last look, I want it to be super playful, super fun, super flirty. These specific looks I can definitely see being utilized right now within beauty campaigns. Like I can see Sunny's face doing something like this. I can see Say Beauty doing something like this. So I want to kind of showcase that this model has range and she can hit those notes. So we're really going to emphasize the playfulness here with lots of smiles and laughs. We're gonna do some cute head tilts and lookaways. So I really want to play with her looking off camera, looking at a distance, maybe making some cute faces. This is gonna be a lot more Gen Z geared to really enhance the like get to play with your makeup. All right, so I think we have our shot list ready to go. The model already has a deck with all of the additional information. Makeup and hair is set, our gear is all set up. So let's go to the shoot.
Day. We have a photo shoot today. I'm really excited, and I'm gonna be taking you guys along and showing you what I love and what I love to do and behind the scenes, because we all love behind the scenes. So let's go.
What an exciting day. Thank you for coming along. We got the best team, we got the best space, so let's get to it. The model's in glam right now, so let's go set up and make sure we're ready for her for when she's done. We got the shot list that we were working on all ready to go, and I've already communicated with the glam team so they know what look is first, and we're manifesting that this shoot is gonna be the shoot to change everybody's careers, okay? Now enjoy a little glam team montage by the best.
Maybe like a little bit more red to make it a little bit deeper, or even brown.
I had a really specific red in mind for this look. I didn't want a Marilyn Monroe red. I wanted something a little bit deeper but still vibrant, but a little bit more on the orange side, kind of summery but still a little bit cool. Like, is that too much to ask for? It probably is, but Fatima nailed it. That's MUA's name. We finished the first look, so now it's time to move on to number 2. This was a sleek back bun, and if you remember, we did include a lighting change in this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and say I have never seen a sleeker backer bun. I was right behind the monitor analyzing every single thing that came in, but I've worked with this overall team a few times, so in terms of direction and process, we have a really solid workflow. You can literally hear it in our voice how proud we are of this one. I mean, look at her. Look at her. Every time we come out here and do this, the whole goal of the entire shoot is not only to get portfolio work and not only to get better, but we want to get her booked because we want to get booked. So we aim for commercial or editorial every single time. What are beauty brands going to recognize? What are they looking for right now? What can we provide them? If they're going to hire us, they have to know what we're capable of. And doing things like this helps build that body of work to prove that to them. I cannot wait till these images are done. Ike, like I don't think I need to tell you that we super slay times infinity. Tell me this doesn't look like a campaign shot. Anyway, it's time to go. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you learned something. Okay, love you, bye.